And it was a big night filled with powerful moments and performances. Ahead, some of the big winners from this year's Country Music Awards.
And all stars looked amazing, as always. We have a lot to get to this morning. We do want to wish you a good Thursday. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Alicia Smith.
I'm Malcom Maddox. We do have a school closing to pass along this morning. Greater Ebenezer Child Care in Detroit, they are closed due to a building problem. Also, Ann Arbor's Police Department, they sent out a tweet letting people know their non-emergency phones and their internet service, that is all down right now. But if you have an emergency, you can still call 911.
That's right. Very important.
Bloomfield Township Police are looking for a man they believe is responsible for a string of crimes.
Yeah, the suspect is targeting parked vehicles and taking the same auto part from each one.
A pair of former trash haulers at the center of a massive federal investigation. They're due in court today. Chuck Rizzo and his father Charles, they're expected to plead guilty. 436, the runner-up for the race for Detroit City Clerk, may request the recount. Garland Gilchrist is considering the move after he had a close finish in what he calls troubling accounts from voters. Incumbent Janice Winfrey won Tuesday's election by just under 1,500 votes.
The Magic 8 Ball, Matchbox cars, My Little Pony, the paper airplane, and wiffle ball. Last year's inductees included Dungeons and Dragons, Fisher-Price Little People, and the swing.
If Matchbox cars don't make it in to the Hall of Fame,
you've
I'll
lost all
demand a
hope.
recount.
Yeah.
All right, well, Walmart is offering some of his Black Friday deals ahead of schedule. The retailer hopes to tempt shoppers with early online discounts. And police are looking for answers after human remains were discovered in a park in Flint. The bones were found yesterday in Broome Park, this near Fenton and 12th Street.
A couple of weeks away from Thanksgiving, but that's not stopping Santa from coming to town.
At 11 o'clock this morning, jolly old St. Nick will arrive at 12 Oaks Mall in Novi, and his arrival also marks the opening of Santa's Flight Academy Holiday Experience. Welcome back. 4:51. Some of the biggest names in country music turned out last night for the 51st Annual Country Music Awards.
Brad Paisley and Carrie Underwood hosted the show for a 10th straight year. I think they have a good thing going. I think so. The night offered some really powerful moments. A good Thursday morning to all you early risers out there on this November the 9th. Glad you're waking up with us. I'm Alicia Smith.
And I'm Malcom Maddox. And we're starting off the morning with one school closing to pass along. Greater Ebenezer Child Care in Detroit is closed due to a building problem.
That's right. And we also that Ann Arbor police sent out a tweet this morning. Well, this morning we're learning some disturbing new information about the gunman in the Texas church tragedy. Yeah,
investigators say Devin Kelly went after specific targets inside that church. Witnesses say he targeted crying babies.
Monday.
Peppermint mocha is excellent.
It sounds good.
I
need to try that one.
Yeah. 5:08 still to come on 7 Action News this morning. The unusual capture of a suspected bank robber.
Time now is 5:12. A Pennsylvania Dunkin' Donuts employee is in jail this morning.
Yeah, he's accused of selling drugs through the drive-through window. Prosecutors say 35-year-old Nathan Pizzardi. Welcome back. 5:16. 2 men suspected in the serial bike rape case. They'll be going to trial after all. A judge decided there was indeed enough evidence.
5:21. The Star-Spangled Banner has been our national anthem since 1931, but the California chapter of the NAACP is looking to change that.
Yeah, many people only know the first verse of the 4-stanza song, but there's another part that alludes to a line about slavery.
5:25. Now get this, a 9-year-old basketball player, just 9, getting a lot of attention from scouts right on the court.
Yeah, Karis Thomas, that's her name. She's 4'6", and she is the star point guard of her suburban Pittsburgh team. Her says he's already fielding calls from coaches. She hopes to one day play for the Yukon Huskies.
I think that dream will come true if that's what she wants.
And if Dad writes a book, I want to, because I had my 13-year-old listening to Funkadelic as a baby, and I got to bribe him to practice. So
the strategy's not working for you.
Right, so I want to see what he's doing.
Let us know. We'll get updates on that. All right, 5:26 is the time now.
News this morning.
Good morning, and thank you for waking up with us.
We want to get you caught up in the morning's top stories, and today, definitely a top story is how cold it is outside. 7 First Alert Meteorologist Keena Smith.
5:33 developing this morning as we get ready for the holiday travel season. An alarming new report is raising questions about poor security.
Yeah, it says that the TSA failed most of its tests.
Well, this next story will have a lot of people talking. A private school in Florida is offering parents a new option when it comes to protecting children. Florida Christian School in Miami is selling bulletproof panels for backpacks.
That will happen later this morning.
Well, I mean, you know, it happens earlier and earlier. We're now in what, mid-November, just about?
Just
coming
about.
up on it.
Coming up on it, yeah.
You know it was going to happen sooner or later, especially when Santa Claus comes to town, because if Christmas music doesn't get you in the spirit, jolly old St. Nick, he will. Today, Santa Claus will be at 12 Oaks Mall, and that, of course, is in Novi. He'll be there at 11 o'clock. Now, that'll happen at the Lifestyle Cafe food court. Mrs. Claus will be there as well, giving each child a free gift. All right, welcome back. The holiday season is upon us, and all too often the celebration turns to tragedy as a result of a common culprit, fire.
That's right. We want to, I believe right now we're going to go to one of our live reporters about this. Is that right, Matt Smith? Hey, happy Thursday to you on this Thursday, November the 9th. Glad you're waking up with us. I'm Alicia Smith alongside Malcom Maddox.
And we're starting the morning off with the school closing right away here. Greater Ebenezer Child Care in Detroit, they are closed due to a building problem. So those kids, they get the day off.
They get the day off. We also have a note from Ann Arbor Police. They sent out a tweet this morning.
The Ford Mustang is a big hit in China, even when the price tag is more than double the cost it is here in the U.S. It's the best-selling sports car in China, which is the fastest-growing market. 6:11
is the time now. We do have a consumer alert for you this morning. Right now, you can get huge discounts at Sears and Kmart.
Yeah, and we mean huge. From now through November 25th, Sears is offering up to 50% off everything in the store.
Actor Kevin Spacey is being replaced in a new film just over a month before it's supposed to hit theaters.
Yeah, it comes amid allegations of sexual harassment and assault against the actor. He's being cut from Ridley Scott's All the Money in the World.
6:23 is the time now. Talk about a quick ride. The first driverless shuttle bus in Las Vegas launched yesterday and then got into a crash 2 hours later.
Yeah, the private company that operates the shuttle says.
Artist that took home the top awards.
Yeah, we'll get to that in just a moment, but we're starting off with a school closing to pass along. Greater Ebenezer Child Care in Detroit is closed due to a building problem.
And we also want to make this note. Ann Arbor Police sent out a tweet this morning saying that their non-emergency phones and internet are down right now. But if you do have an emergency, you can call 911 in Ann Arbor.
Yeah, let's check in with 7 First Alert meteorologist Keenan Smith to see what we can expect today. Keenan? As we get ready for the holiday travel season, an alarming new report is raising questions about airport security.
Yeah, it says that the TSA failed a number of undercover tests.
6:35, Bloomfield Township police are looking for a man believed to be responsible for a string of crimes. The suspect is apparently targeting parked vehicles and taking the same part from each one. And we want to show you some surveillance footage. And it will also start sounding a lot like Christmas. That's because one radio station is turning up the Christmas hits. 100.3 WNIC says they are ready to start celebrating the holidays. The station will make the switch to all holiday music at 8:15 this morning. Are you ready for that?
You know what? I think I am now.
It's about that time, and it feels like it outside, so why not?
Yeah. Bundle up. So might as well have the tunes. 6:38 is the time now.